Hi, it's Mr. McGraw. Today we're going to sing a call and response song called John the Rabbit. So this song is a call and response song, meaning that one person will sing the part that's called the call, and everybody else, if we were in a classroom, it would be the whole rest of the class, or anybody else in a group would sing the response. So the call is sung by one person that they call the leader, and the response is sung by the group. This song has a really easy response. The response just goes, "Oh yes." Try that, ready? "Oh yes." Try it one more time. "Oh yes." All right, did you get it? "Oh yes." All right. So the call changes every time, and then the response is always, "Oh yes." So see if you can first just repeat after me. We'll sing the whole song through, and I'll give you a chance to sing the response, and I'll give you a chance to sing the call. But for now, let's all sing the whole thing. Repeat after me so that we know how the song goes, and then we'll try it. All right, here it comes. Repeat after me. Oh, John the Rabbit, oh yes. Your turn.
Oh, John the Rabbit,
Oh yes. Oh, John the Rabbit, oh yes.
oh, John the Rabbit, oh yes.
Got a mighty bad habit, oh yes.
Got a mighty bad habit, oh yes.
Of going to my garden, oh yes.
Of going to my garden, oh yes.
And eating up my peas, oh yes.
And eating up my peas, oh yes.
And cutting down my cabbage, oh yes.
And cutting down my cabbage, oh yes.
He ate my tomatoes, oh yes.
He ate my tomatoes, oh yes.
And my sweet potatoes, oh yes.
And my sweet potatoes, oh yes.
Now that part was what's called a minor key. That part was kind of like angry sounding. Right? The farmer's complaining, "John the Rabbit, eating on my food. What's going on, man?" So he's complaining and he's kind of angry, so it's something called a minor key. A minor key is used when the composer or songwriter wants the song to sound either sad or angry. But the ending is in a major key. Instead of being sad and angry, now it's going to be happy. Major key. Major key sounds happy, so it ends like this. And if I live, oh yes, to see next fall, oh yes, I won't plant, oh yes, a garden at all, oh yes. And then the whole thing repeats again. Okay, so now that we know how it goes, the first time through, I'll sing the call, which kind of tells the story, and all you have to do is sing the response, which is always, "Oh yes." It's always the same note, "Oh yes." And then we'll switch roles. All right, here it comes. So don't repeat after me. All you've got to say is, "Oh yes." What do you have to say again? "Oh yes." If I say something strange, what are you going to say? "Oh yes." Is that all you have to say? "Oh yes." Okay, here it comes. You ready? Say, "Oh yes." Here goes. Oh, John the Rabbit. Oh, John the Rabbit. Got a mighty bad habit of going to my garden and eating up my peas and cutting down my cabbage. He ate my tomatoes and my sweet potatoes. And if I live to see next fall, I won't plant a garden at all. One more time around, here it comes. tomatoes and my sweet potatoes. And if I live to see next fall, I won't plant a garden at all. Alright, that was very good. So, did you say, oh yes, over and over and over again? Alright, good. So now, you are going to get to sing the call. So the call is the part that says, oh, John the Rabbit. And I am going to do the response. So all I'm going to be saying is, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. But you are going to sing the words that tell the story, which is the call. So if you forgot how the words go, just follow along on the screen. I'll put the words up for you to see and just sing them along. Alright, I'll give you a little nod when it's your turn, and you'll hear me singing, oh yes, the response. Alright, here we go, your turn. One, two, ready, set, here you go. Oh yes. 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 How'd you do? Did you get through it? Give you one more shot. 1, 2, ready, go. Oh yes. 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 All right. So you sang the response, oh yes. Then you sang the call twice through. Let's try it one time where we just sing the whole song together. All right, let's give it a shot. Here it goes. So I'm going to sing the call and the response. You also sing the call and the response. See how it goes. Here it comes. Are you ready? Oh yes. Here we go. Oh, John the Rabbit, oh yes. Oh, John the Rabbit, oh yes. Got a mighty bad habit, oh yes. Of going to my garden, oh yes. And eating up my peas, oh yes. And cutting down my cabbage, oh yes. He ate my tomatoes, oh yes. And my sweet potatoes, oh yes. And if I live, oh yes, to see next fall, oh yes, I won't plant, oh yes, a garden at all, oh yes. Excellent work, my friend. I will see you next time. This is Mr. McGraw. That was John the Rabbit, a call and response song. You have a fantastic day. Bye.